Hey, energy party people. It's that time again to have a little community, talk about me being sensitive and how heavy things have been feeling, and a whole bunch of stuff that I don't have written down. So we'll see what comes up today. But of course, we'll end with some energy work magic. So I'm going to go ahead and smudge the space to get it ready for whatever happens today. I'm feeling a little low energy so far, but if it's anything like last week, my energy will improve. Okay, we're gonna really like this for reals. Oh, I don't like it when my hand looks huge. Anyway, good stuff. You're not gonna be sorry you tuned into this one. Okay, so while I'm smudging, let's get to my beautiful theme song, care of Artica Productions. Here we go. You are magic, magic, we are magic, magic Mondays with Coley. Okay, wow, I am just, I don't think of myself as a very slick person anyway, but I'm feeling especially unslick today. So, and still playing with my lighting. Ugh, is this even any better? I snagged one of Dave's lights for when he does videos. All right. So, oh, our new friend John Ross is here, and he says, hello. Hello, John Ross. Well, you know what? I just made your theme song today. So, yeah. I hope you like it, but it's probably the only theme song that anybody's gonna make you today, so here we go. Hey everybody, John is here. Let's all get together and give him a cheer. Welcome. Wow, well that's not much of a song, is it? Okay, well let's just call that your theme cheer, John. Yeah, so I'm glad you're here. Yeah, so before anything else, it's like let's talk about Matthew Perry. So sad. Could it be any sadder? Yeah, I can't help myself. Yeah, and I was just reading some more about him today. I always get extra, depending on the celebrity, I get a little extra creeped out, especially when it's somebody like Chandler Bing, who's been so funny. When the comedians die, I guess it's extra like, oh. When when Robin Williams died several years ago, like I found myself crying over and over. Just talking about that is making me cry. And it's just so heartbreaking when somebody brings so much laughter and humor to the world and they're just so tortured. Yeah, whew, it is hard to be sensitive. I'll tell you that much. And what I was reading about him today was that he'd really like to be remembered. He's like, I know everyone remembers me from Friends, from Friends. It's all about Friends. But he's done a lot of other cool stuff. But what he really wanted to be remembered by, he said, I think recently, was that he has, I guess he gets real involved with people who are like, he said, like him. Um, whew, didn't expect to be crying right now. But people like him who are struggling and with drugs, alcohol, opioids. My heart really goes out to everyone who suffers from stuff like that, and apparently that's what he'd like to be remembered for is helping people in that situation and trying to make their lives better. Anyway, so super sad. I'm surprised I'm crying. Anyway, I don't know why I'm surprised. I cry. I cry. Oftentimes I cry at the drop of a hat. So, oops, a hat dropped. uh, anyway, so that being said, I'm gonna play another theme song. I don't know if she'll check in or if she's even watching live. But I'm gonna play a theme song. Oh, come on. My phone just did something weird. Come on. Where's that little helper monkey I need? who knows technology. Anyway, here's a theme song for my good friend Pam. They call her Pam. Welcome, welcome. These are really great theme songs, or as we now have with John, we have a theme cheer. Okay, and now me take care of my snot issue. Okay, so yeah, so rest in peace, Matthew Perry. 54 years old. That's the older I get, the younger 54 gets. Um, yeah. But let's lighten things up and let's talk about this week's sponsor. Um, oh, and before we do that, Coop says, "Hi, John. Hi, everyone. Everybody, excuse me." Yeah. So my new sponsor today, I'd like to introduce you to Alfredo Dente, and he has a business called Al Dente's Al Dente's Noodles, and yeah, believe you me, Al Dente's noodles are amazing, and they also have gluten free, which is amazing, and grain free, which is even better. Anyway, and you can go to aldentesnoodles.com and don't look too hard for it. Anyway, and you can mention Magic Mondays for a free bottle of Alfredo's special sauce. That's al dente's noodles. That's right. Okay, let's see, what else do I have to say? Oh, Shannon, Dr. Shannon is here. Yay. Yay, Shannon. Okay, Shannon, here is um your theme song. Here we go. Shannon, Shannon, Shannon is here. Hey, Dr. Shannon. Okay, Dr. Shannon, helping people feel better, just like my husband is right now, making mama some money as I'm being a fool on the internet. Okay, so that being said, just a quick update on my book. Um, Still working through the edits. I don't know what makes it so hard for me, especially this round. I'm almost there. Yeah, so I'm very slowly working on it. I'm feeling some inspiration about working on it today, so that's good. Um, yeah, and if you got my newsletter today, well, first of all, if you didn't get my newsletter today, what up? What up with that? So if you'd like to sign up, it is at my website, energyhealingwithcolleen.com. Um, yeah, and today and next week, I'm using a metaphor, which I should really know by heart, but it's something to the effect of catch a man a fish and he eats for a day. Teach a man how to fish and he eats for a lifetime. And I look at that, I look at it like I do with energy work. And my book, Drink, talks about different mindsets you can adopt to feel better and find more meaning in being sensitive, and this whole life thing. And the last part of it is teaching or attempting to teach some basic beginning energy work. And if you're sensitive like me, man, oh man, it makes such a difference. I can feel like I'm in the pit of hell emotionally and like nothing can ever be okay again. And I kid you not, when I see that little glimpse of like, I can stand to pick up my pendulum, I start asking about the energy behind the upset. And more often than not, I dig myself out of a hole and clean up old energy. And when old energy gets triggered, and you feel just so awful, there's magic in that old energy. And when you find a way, which I truly try to help you find that way, at least the way I do it, when you find a way to to discover what that old energy is, it's really mind blowing. And I want the best for all humans. I want the best for all living things. Um, all of us, even the people that I can't stand. I want the best. Um, yeah, and especially for us super sensitive, what I call magic people, um, yeah, I think this my book, if it's your thing and if it strikes your fancy, it could really be a huge game changer. So my attempt at using this metaphor, I even had to ask Dave, "Is this what a metaphor is?" Like, so like I don't even know the definition of a metaphor. But I think of it like this. It's like, I can do energy healing sessions for people, and there's people who I might do energy healing sessions for them for I've been doing it for years, and I might continue to always do it for them because some people just don't want to they're just not attracted to doing this, and I totally get it. This is not for everybody. This is not, I repeat, not for everybody, but for those of us who it is for, and you can start tapping into your personal magic. I kid you not, like, the world opens up in a brand new way that I think most people don't know about, and, that's what I'm trying to share. So, I part of my book is teaching some methods of beginning to do energy work, and so that you can, be more empowered for a lifetime. Anyway, and Shannon says, "Have I ever heard of spiritual bypassing?" Hmm. I don't know. I wanna know more of what you mean by that, and it's 11:11 on the West Coast, so let's look at this beautiful pendulum. Oh, what is that? One of my creations that I called Rockstar? Yeah, it's already been sold, so you can't buy it, but anyway, let's make a wish. Here we go. Okay, wish has been made. Yeah, so but if you haven't signed up for my newsletters, I highly recommend that you do. I know, we all get gazillion, at least I do. I get a gazillion emails every day, and yeah, I think this one is worth it if you are a sensitive magic person. Just saying. Yeah. So, um, let's go ahead and play my I didn't make a new one this week, so you just have to bear with me. But here is a theme song for the theme songless, I think. If you don't have a theme song, well, this one's for you. Your name here. Pretty good. Okay, and you can be like John and check in during the show or send me a message later, preferably through my newsletter. You can reply to my newsletter to get a hold of me. And if you want your own personal theme song, I would love to create one for you. Or a personalized theme cheer. John, I might redo yours to make it a song. We'll see. Um, yeah. Anyway, so just looking to see if I have anything else to say. I didn't take any notes this week because this week was just kind of extra. I can't say it was my hardest week, but I think I mentioned last week I've been holding space for some people stepping into their magic, whatever that is. When I say magic, I don't necessarily mean doing energy work, um, but for me, that's part of my magic anyway. Yeah, so things have felt kind of extra heavy, and of course, there's tons of heaviness going out that's happening in the world. And if you're anything like me and you're an empath, you're feeling some degree of it, and yeah, and it's difficult. Hmm. Anyway, oh, looks like Yvonne is here. Yay, Yvonne! Speaking of magic people, Yvonne, here is I swear, here is your theme song. If Yvonne is in the house, check her out. Yeah, I am not feeling super on top of my game right now. That's obvious. However, I will pull my shit together for the magic portion of the show. Okay. Okay, I think that's all I have to say right now. Oh, the edits for my book. I checked in with my editor, Julie, and I am basically penciled in on her calendar. She's a busy lady, and I like the fact that, uh, she's working with so many people, but that may she's there's only one of her, and so that makes so you have to get in line for her services. Well, I guess kinda like mine. Anyway, there's not as much of a wait for me because, well, I don't have to spend 40 hours working on somebody's stuff. Yeah. Anyway, but I'm penciled in for February, which is my birth month, so that's kind of cool, and it gives me a chance to kind of breathe a little bit and take some real time with my book. Yeah, and so let's see what Shannon has to say about spiritual bypassing. Spiritual bypassing is a tendency to use spiritual explanation to sidestep or avoid facing unresolved emotional issues, psychological wounds, and unfinished developmental tasks. Yeah, let's see. She goes on to say, it can be a way to gloss over problems, or gloss over problems. Yeah. Uh, anywho, I can be about it. Yeah. Um, yeah, when I see people, I see a lot of healers, and I'm not bad mouthing other healers. We all have our ways of doing things. Um, Yeah, and when sometimes people will be like, "Well, just do this," and, when some big shit is coming up for you, and I always think, is that enough?" Because I really like to dig and get to the heart of the problem. Just like when I was a chiropractor, I wanted to get to the heart of whatever issue was coming up for people, whether it was back pain or heart problems or you name it. Um Yeah, and so I just look at things a little bit differently, and, that's what I try to share with people, and yeah, basically my book is a culmination of my life's work as a sensitive person and finding my way through, and I don't say this to brag, pharmaceuticals are not my mm-mm. I avoid pharmaceuticals as much as I can, and some people find their only relief with pharmaceuticals, and hey, whatever keeps you on the planet, I am on board for. But pharmaceuticals aren't solving things. Maybe on occasion it'll get you out of a bind, but it's not solving the energy behind whatever is behind the symptoms or the life predicaments you keep finding yourself in, and just thinking positively and wishing it away doesn't do it. And I think when people talk about, oh, I think positively, I'm just like thinking positively. It's great to have a positive outlook, but I don't think that necessarily, mm, when you're faking something and not acknowledging, that's what I'm trying to get at. Okay. Uh, it's like, I believe when we get triggered or when stuff happens, energy comes up for us and we have feelings. And I think a lot of us, most of us humans are not trained to acknowledge our feelings. They're trying to tell us something. So glossing it over with like, oh, yeah, this horrible thing happened, but oh, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. Or that's not really it's not acknowledging the energy that is screaming at you. And the way I look at it is, when something happens, you have a response, an emotional response, but you don't acknowledge it or get to the issue that's trying to get your attention, then the anvil has to drop harder. So if you're not feeling the tap or acknowledging the whisper, or then the anvil gets drops harder. Yeah. So, uh, personally, I don't think there's any substitution for energy work. I'll just say it. Um, and it's not like I'll just say it. I'll admit it. I'm really good at it now. Um, yeah, there's a learning curve to it. It's not for everybody, But if you're interested, or if I'm hoping my book will spark magic people to like, start pursuing their magic. Um, and just because, yeah, I think, okay, this is my focus. This is my life. This is how I live my life. Everything I tell you, this is how I live my life. And I think some people, until they get that confidence and start learning that, oh my God, I can do this myself, they look at me and they think, oh, I can't do what you do. And they put all their eggs in my basket. And it's like, that is not my dream. Like, I love doing energy work for people, it's great. But my bigger dream is to help people find their own magic. Here we go again. Yeah, let's see what Shannon has to say. Yes, I'm just trying to deal with real crap, and a lot of spiritual people stay positive focused only, and happiness to override instead of facing and processing pain. Um, yeah, and I think thinking positively is great, but not at the expense of not acknowledging the energy that's trying to come through, and there's magic in that energy. Once you figure out what is really behind it, which might be a past life thing, might be a childhood thing, might be an in the womb thing, it might be your mother's energy. And not to blame moms, but you're swimming in her soup for 9+ months. And well, I swam in her soup, my mom soup, for 9+ months. Because we were all late babies. Yeah. So yeah. So my attempt in my book, trust me, I would not be writing this book um if I didn't know it can help a lot of sensitive people, because it's literally been the hardest thing I've ever had to do so far in my almost 58 years. Um, but that's how much I want sensitive people to feel better. Man, and I'm willing to cry on camera. Yay! I've gotten really good at this. Since I've started doing my show, gosh, in like 2 weeks, it'll be 3 whole years of doing this every Monday with very few exceptions. Anyway, um, yeah, and let's just go back to my sponsor, Alfredo Dente, otherwise known as Al Dente's noodles company, and just mention Magic Mondays for that free bottle of Alfredo's special sauce. Okay. Okay. All right. So, wow. Welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome to a very emotional episode of Magic Mondays that I did not see coming. Anyway, yeah. So let's go ahead and bring Coop on. Um, every time I say that, I think that should be one of my sponsors is coupons. I bet Coop, you know what? I bet Coop made coupons when he was just a little guy. And, one of those little few pieces of construction paper stapled together, made in class, say the second grade, coupons like free hug, or what else might little Coop have offered up for free as, let's just say a 7-year-old? Free ride on his big wheel, perhaps? Um, a free gander at all of his Boy Scout badges? I don't know. But let's stop guessing and let's bring Coop on. And okay, hold the phone. Hold. I am literally holding my phone, and I cannot find Coop's theme song. It usually lives in a certain place on my phone. Oh, whew, thank God I found it. Okay, so without further ado, let's bring Coop on and see if he can give us more information about those coupons I talked about from age 7 that probably didn't exist. Here we go. Ooh, ooh, we're catching up with Coop. We're catching up with Coop. Yeah. Oh, and let's actually bring him on. Hey, Coop.
Hey, everybody.
So, first of all, the burning question is Little Coop. Well, I guess Coop wasn't little. You were just Brent back then.
Yeah, I really wasn't Coop until college, until like initiation week of my pledge quarter. Really, that's when Coop really stuck.
So who is there somebody we should congratulate for naming you that?
Stuart Laycock.
Who?
Stuart Laycock was his name. It was.
I don't think I ever met him.
It was on a Friday, and we were like, it was. I can't say too much about it. It's all supposed to be secret, what we did.
But, I wouldn't want you to get kicked out. Yeah,
like, okay. We had to like climb up a pole in the park next to our house, and a pole. There was all that. There was like that. You know, the Delta room. Remember going up there? The triangular tower with a slide, and there's a pole in the park next to our house. You remember that?
No,
I'm sure you went to the Delta room with us. Up in we would go to get high up in the triangle.
No, we always just did that like outside in the front of the house, like sitting on couches and stuff.
Yeah, that's after we got on the picnic tables. You mean? Because we weren't ever allowed to smoke in the house or on the house property. We always had to go up like across the street or the park next door.
Okay.
So yeah. Anyway, I'm digressing. But what was they bringing all that up? Oh, but yeah, we kind of climbed the pole. And Stuart Laycock was up at the top of the pole, and he was exhorting me to get your Corvette ass up here, Coop. That's the first time, and it just kind of stuck. By the end of the weekend, I was Cooped everybody. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Yeah, and I think sometimes people just want a nickname so bad, and they like try to make it happen, and it's like, no.
Yeah.
But then there's Dr. Evil in the Slab Lab from chiropractic school. Dr. Fernando. Hey, Dr. Fernando. Hey. And he was just kind of a dick, if I recall correctly. Or he called on me, well, as we're all, whoever was in this particular slab lab, cadaver lab class. And, he'd be pointing to different parts of somebody's innards, some dead person's innards. And he got to me and maybe I didn't know the answer or whatever. And I think I called him Dr. Evil and he called me witch lady, something like that. And then like next thing I know, everyone was calling him Dr. Evil. And I've probably told this boring story before, but well, first of all, I remember passing him in the hallway one day and he just gave me a look like, thanks. And then years later went back to the school, years after I graduated, and I was taking some continuing education class there. And standing in line, there was a current student waiting. And I'm like, oh, so what classes are you taking right now? And he's like, blah, 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 slab lab with Dr. Evil. And I'm like, that was me. That was me. It's my name. Okay.
Well, some names, like I said, some names stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sadie's been calling me Colin for years.
But anyway, so little Coop, usually for some reason, when I was a little kid, I always had money for little presents. Like my sister and I gave each other like these like books of lifesavers. It's like a little book, but you open it up and it's like each side is like 5 rolls. So yeah, I remember getting my mom perfume, my dad socks, just little things like that. I do remember I made about 10 making a coupon book to give to this girl that I liked, really as a way to trick her to give me hugs. But there's a bunch of other, I would carry her books or, do ways for me just to get, be around her. So.
And did it work?
I don't remember, so I don't think so. I remember making coupons. I don't remember any payoff from it, so I doubt I never redeemed, I guess. It was the girl down the street. She was a year older than me, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's probably going, how cute. I'm mature now. I'm 11. Yeah. Yeah. I remember I used to spend my allowance. Like I'd buy little like craptastic gifts for my family.
Yeah.
Like at Thrifties.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I remember buying
and stuff like that.
I bought like a little it was a hippopotamus brooch from Thrifties for my mom, which she probably like I did it with a pure heart, but I feel like later she told me like, she took quite a number of years to get rid of the baby weight and probably didn't appreciate the hippopotamus.
Oh, but yeah, that's not anything that you were thinking about when you were a kid.
No, but I did buy things like
Yeah,
Brute
yeah, okay.
corn for my dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Yes.
yeah, I was quite generous with my piddling little allowance. Um, yeah, yay me. Yay, little Colleen. Um, yeah. So what's happening with you? Probably not crying about Matthew Perry dying.
Not crying, no, but it is sad, and yeah, like we were talking. I'm glad he was able to finally move on. So
Yeah. Did you happen to watch the Friends reunion? When was that? Last year or the year before?
I didn't know that it was happening. No.
Yeah. Well, I
But yeah,
watched it. It was I don't remember much about it except um that they were all there and Matthew Perry did not look great. And I remember I think there was a lot of talk of what is happening with Matthew Perry. Um yeah. And I guess I was reading like he had just really awful like stomach problems as a
yeah,
result of his alcohol and opioid abuse and troubles. Mm.
yeah. He almost like he got so constipated, he almost burst his colon.
Ugh,
It's a side effect of opioids, apparently. I guess.
yikes. I am going to read his book, or I'll probably listen to his book. I'd rather listen to his voice telling it because I'm sure it's fascinating and super, super sad. And hopefully it helps a lot of people. Um, yeah, a lot of funny people. Not all funny people are unhappy, but there are sure seem to be a lot of funny people who are not fucking happy. Ooh,
Well,
that was the
yeah,
first time I said fuck today. Oh, there's the second. Um,
yeah. No, that kind of seems to. If you guys remember, in the early '90s, there was a comic on TV, Richard Jenny. He he,
mhm.
he 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 killed himself too.
He killed himself?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, I don't remember hearing that. Okay.
Um, there was a writer on Parks and Recreation. He was like he was one of the he played a recurring character. He was one of the guys in the animal control department. There was a little white guy and the big black guy. I can't remember his name, but the little white guy. He was a writer on the show and recurring character. I thought it was really funny. Yeah, he said goodbye too. But even people that don't outright kill themselves,
Otherwise
like
known as little white guy.
John Belushi or Chris Farley. I mean, yeah, you don't party that much if you're really a happy person, you know. So, and if people that don't outright kill
Yeah.
themselves, they're still kind of a tortured group of people in general. So that's that's where good pain makes good for art for good art.
Yeah, I guess so. Remember a million years ago when I was married to somebody else? I don't know why I say it like that. But I remember he loved a singer band called Bright Eyes, I think. And the singer was known to be like really like moody and like depressed and whatever. And then I remember my husband had said like he was bummed to hear that this guy was now dating somebody really cool and fun. I forget who he was dating, some actress, and he was concerned that Bright Eyes I guess would actually have bright eyes and not
Not be all sad and
bad
depressed.
movie eyes. And I remember thinking, that's really selfish. That is really selfish.
Yeah, hoping he
Yeah,
doesn't
but
come
don't worry,
happy.
they broke up, so maybe he could be upset again. And please, my ex-husband.
It does seem to be a bit extreme, hoping for someone to be miserable so they can keep making good music for you.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, there's just a lot going on. I don't think there's always a lot going on, but it just seems extra heavy lately. And I think with the season changing, yeah. So am I saying it right? Season
Yeah,
changing.
it's pretty dark
Um,
in the morning when I get up, and it's dark early. So yeah, I'll let it happen. And so yeah, no, we talked a little bit before the show. Yeah, I got a text from my ex-wife this morning, and it really kind of triggered me. This is kind of one of the days where I feel like as far as my life goals are really, I'm just like I look at my life honestly. I feel like I'm just waiting to die, and all the stuff I'm doing is just a distraction. I'm not going to make it happen. I'm still, you know, I go to the gym and I'm not like, you know, praying myself to death or already kill myself, but I really don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please don't.
just no, but just today I feel like, yeah, I do feel like I'm just, you know, waiting for that to happen, and that's my, not like that's a goal, but I feel like that's kind of what I'm doing. You know, that it's not. So yeah, I felt better.
Yeah, right. Well, and that's a good thing to remember that, well, as Mrs. Garrett said to the girls at Eastland School for Girls, I like to repeat myself, um, when one of their classmates died by suicide, Mrs. Garrett reminded the girls that the one thing in life you can always count on is that it's always changing. So to hang in there, and then the quote that helps me is Ella Fitzgerald, um, just saying how she got through her like awful growing up years. I kept on. Just gotta. Oh, it also brings up the Christmas special. Santa Claus is coming to town. Put one foot in front of the
That's
other.
my all favorite when I was a kid of all the, you know, animated. I like that more than Frosty and even more than Rudolph. I like
Happy birthday! That's Frosty.
the
Um,
that old wizard dude that became nice. I can't remember what his name was. I'm gonna have to watch that again. Yeah, that was
Witcher
a good year.
Warlock? I don't know. I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
them kind of mixed up.
right.
Then there's the Land of Misfit Toys, and like which one? Oh, that's Rudolph. Um,
Rudolph Shining New Year too. That was had the ice guy versus the fire guy.
oh yeah, the fire guy with the
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have to watch those again. But yeah, I love those Rankin Bass.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, but hang in there, my
yeah,
friend.
no, yeah, I guess I missed today particularly because
Yeah.
I've been triggered. It's wearing off. It's, you know, I still got all my other things going. I'm not going to just give up because my ex-wife was a snotty thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind
There's.
of 45 days ago. It was her birthday,
Mhm.
and I didn't remember until 4 o'clock the following day. So I texted her at 4 a.m. on the 17th to say sorry, I missed your birthday, and I never heard back. And since then, there's been a couple like kids events and stuff like that. She sent pictures to my parents, but not me. And
Oh,
she finally responded today. So I feel bad for her. She's been carrying around that shit for 45
right.
days before she finally said whatever she wanted to say to me. So yeah, I mean,
Well, how many of us, all of us, carry around shit about people that they have no idea that they've done us wrong in some way, or we think they've done us wrong and we just carry that shit around. I
yeah.
know I've never done that personally. Just kidding.
Growing up, my dad told me a story about his dad and this thing that he did. He wouldn't let my dad run in this. My dad was a really good cross country runner, and he was like all Catholic, and he was going to run this race. And my grandfather wouldn't let him go and made him work in the store that day because something happened. So he wouldn't let him race. He wouldn't let him race. And
Oh,
my dad, that formed like a nugget of a little ball of hate inside my dad, and it built and grew over years, and it propelled everything he did to prove to my grandpa that, you know, he was successful and all.
mm,
Um, my grandpa's on his deathbed. This is like 70 years later, 60 years later. My dad's been carrying on this all this time, and my dad, he finally tells my grandpa about that, how disappointed he was, how sad he was, and how mad he was at my grandpa for that. And my grandpa, he apologized. He said, "I don't remember that at all." My grandpa had no recollection of the event. It was just nothing to him. He had no idea what he'd done to my dad, and
yeah, you probably just needed some extra help in the store that day.
that's probably my. So yeah, and just the lack of communication there. I mean, too bad they couldn't have that conversation 60 years before,
Right.
you
Like,
know.
hey, Dad, this really means a lot to me. I'm really good at this.
Or even, I mean, even if my dad was, you know, when he was an adult, even, you know, this not have carried that around for so long. So yeah, I guess I'm glad that Cheryl finally got that a little bit out. I mean, I don't really know based on what she said. I guess she doesn't want me to talk to her anymore. So I thought I was being nice because I didn't. 2 years ago, I got a birthday card from her and Bria together, but last year I didn't. So I thought I was doing a nice bit by even saying hi at all. You know, I mean, I don't know. So
Yeah.
she'll be right. Anyway,
Yeah. Every year I guess I've kind of let it go over time. But yeah, I used to always like, oh, should I? It's coming up on my ex's birthday. I'm like, oh, do I say anything? Send him a message. And since I'm the one who committed the sin and broke us up, you're welcome. Because we both get to be with people we're more meant to be with.
yeah,
It happened because of an affair. Okay. Sorry, not sorry. I'm really not sorry. I'm sorry for any sadness and upset and hurt. But then he said it himself as we were getting a divorce. Like, she's much more suited for me. Like, that's great.
yeah. They got kids, and he can do
Oh
all
my
his.
God, he was never going to get those from me. He was never going to get children from me. And yeah. And I've even told him, like, we both got what we wanted in the end, right? He's like, yeah, agreed. It's like, yeah. So I don't know if I should say happy birthday to him or not, or if it's more of just like ugh, there she is again.
Yeah, well, apparently that's where. I mean,
Happy birthday, and I've written a book, by the way.
she'd been friendly to me. I thought we, at least when it came to the kids, we were going to be, we were at least in on the surface, pleasant to each other. But I guess not now. So I don't know. She's gone back and forth a couple times. She is obviously still hurting quite a bit. So
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I think, yeah, I just know so many people who are really going through it right now, and who knows, maybe she's just going through something else, and you're just an easy target.
yeah, I wonder what. I mean, she obviously probably didn't mean to reply. She would have, if she really wanted to. She would have done it before today. But something triggered her,
Yep.
and so I'm gonna send this message to Britt.
And it probably has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, and
Or
so
some
now,
old shit
like,
from your marriage that was never resolved, and something else happened, and then here we go.
it's made me feel
Trigger.
really, really bad, and I feel really, really low today.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Let's just do some magic. I think that'd be good.
Got it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a grounding real quick. Let's go from our root chakras. That's down by your tailbone. The color is red if you're playing along. So we're having that beautiful red light expanding out, out, out to the far reaches of the universe, dipping down into beautiful Gaia, Mother Earth, bringing up some of her beautiful energy while we're putting some deep roots down into Gaia. We're also going to open our crown chakras and allow the cosmic energy to come in and meet up with Gaia energy, for, creating an interface between heaven and earth through us. So that being said, let's put out the call for any stuck dead people, stuck souls that just need an exit strategy. And this is for anybody watching now or in the future. So putting out the ad for dead people. This is a chance to move on to the light. So, is that one of the dogs?
Yeah, it was a motorcycle.
Oh, okay. It's like, wow, what's happening? Okay. So my name is Colleen. Yes. My name is Bob. No. Okay. Are there any dead people that are ready to move on to the light? Yep. Is Jesus our best escort? Yep. Jesus, are you ready? Yep. Okay. Give us a moment. Okay. So have we successfully released any dead people that were ready to move on to the light? Yep. Thanks, Jesus. Okay. So it's safe and appropriate to do some energy work for anybody watching now or in the future. Yeah. Oh, the answers are getting small. Okay. We're going to start with something on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A. No. Column B. No. So this is in what would be column C. Yes. Okay. All right. This is an incarnation issue. No. Supported optimism infusion upgrade. No. Heart secret. Disabled ambition. Witnessing lineage despair. No, no, no. Open a positive vortex. No. In prison. In prison is our winner. So can we determine a, a word that encapsulates the vibe of this prison that at least some of us are in? Yes. This is a word in my binder here of words. Yes. Okay. Is this by any chance on my negative chart? No, because that would be too easy. So this is to the left of my divider. No, it's to the right of my divider. Okay. My elaborate system of dividing up words, a divider. Okay. So it's on one of these pages. No. It's on one of these pages. Yes. It's on the left-hand page. Yes. Okay. So let's narrow it down. This is on the chart here. Yes. This is in column A, column B. Yes. In an odd numbered row. No. In row 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Broken. Okay. So, is that the name of our prison? Feeling broken? Okay, that's our winner. So, broken prison. Okay. All right. Our souls are the only souls in this broken prison? No. Can we just go ahead and release those other souls? Yes. Are we going to use a magic doorway for this? Bypass circuitry? No. Are we just asking them to leave? Okay. So, if I was doing a session one-on-one with somebody, we would get into the nitty-gritty. But if we don't have to, I can't do it for a group. Ugh. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, just everything just feels like a lot right now. Okay, so we're going to clean up this energy of this broken prison that some of us are in. Yes. Okay. This is something on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay. Oof. Just had like a wave of something go through me. Okay, well, at least I know what our next step is. We're going to look at releasing a vow. But my name is Colleen. Nope. Okay. I'm testing as someone else. Yes. I'm testing as a human on the planet. No. I'm testing as somebody in non-physical form. Yeah. Okay. This non-physical somebody comes from the light, comes from the light, comes from the light. Nope. Comes from the dark, comes from the dark, comes from the dark. Yeah. Okay, this is a dark female. A dark male. No. Okay, so let me just write this down. So I'm testing as a dark female. All right. This dark female is primarily interested in me, in Coop. Nope. In somebody watching. Yeah. Okay. Is this a female? Is it Dr. Shannon? No.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Dr. Shannon, it's usually you. All right. So, is this Yvonne? Oh, our winner is Yvonne. I'm sorry, and you're welcome, Yvonne. Okay. All right. So this dark somebody is primarily interested in Yvonne. Yes. Okay. Yvonne's response is, yay! All right. So this dark female is primarily interested in Yvonne from this current lifetime. No, they have a past life connection. Yeah, there's a past life connection. So the magic question is this dark female interested in my help in returning to grace? Yes. Okay. So there's something energetic we can clean up from that lifetime for her so she can come back to the light? Yes. This is on my master menu? Yes. This is in column A. Column B? Yes. Okay, that no was indecipherable. Okay. So column B in an odd numbered row? Yeah. In row 1? No. In row 3? Yeah. Row 5, no. Okay. Shared chakras. So what that means to me is entangled energy with somebody and really hard to decipher whose energy is whose. I've been knocked on my ass having my energy entangled, a shared chakra with somebody. Um, yeah, and I didn't feel okay again until it was separated. So I won't drag you through that, although I've dragged you through it many times if you've watched the show for a while. So anyway, so this dark female and Yvonne have a shared chakra. Yes. Okay, this shared chakra is a shared first chakra. Nope. Second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, throat chakra. Speaking your truth. Okay, it's safe and appropriate for both Yvonne and this dark chick to separate their throat chakra energies now. Yes, safe and appropriate from the light. Are we ready? Yes. Okay. Give me and my guides a moment. All right. Have we successfully separated their throat chakras? Yes. Okay, good. This dark woman comes from the light, comes from the light, comes from the light, comes from the dark, comes from the dark, comes from the dark. Okay, she resonates as from the light. That was easy. So we're complete with her? Yes. Okay, my name is Colleen. Yes. Okay, good. All right, Yvonne, I hope that helps. All right. Yvonne says, goosebumps on goosebumps. Thank you. You are very welcome. Okay. Thank you for being here today. Wow. Once again, Coop, it's like I was thinking this will be a quickie because I'm not feeling it. And we're
Yeah,
inching
or
very closely to noon on the West Coast. So, all right. So, is there something else we can do for the group today energetically? Yes. Oh, broken prison. Okay, so is there more to clean up for this prison that resonates as being a broken prison? Yes. This is on my master menu. This is in column A. No. Column B. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1, 3, 5, 5. Answer is really tiny. Okay. So we're looking at usual suspects. No. All right. My name is Colleen. No. I'm testing as someone else. I am. Okay. This someone is a living person on the planet. No. This is somebody in non-physical. Yes. This is a non-physical male. No. This is a non-physical female. Yes. Okay. She comes from the light, comes from the light, comes from the light, comes from the dark, comes from the dark, comes from the dark. Okay. Another dark female. Is this the same one? No. Okay, she's primarily interested in me. Nope, she's primarily interested in Coop. Ooh, this one's for you, Coop. Okay. Okay. So this dark female is primarily interested in Coop. Yes. All right. She's interested in Coop from this current lifetime. No, this is from a past life. Yes. So there's a connection from a past life. Yes. She's interested in my help in returning to grace. Yes, she is interested. Okay. So, as I often say, and I talk about this in the book, drink, yeah, I talk about, okay, I'm just going to poof myself right now. We're not going to go there. We're just going to stay on track here because I just don't have the gas. So, all right. So, dark female with Coop. So, in a past life connection, and she is interested in my help in returning to grace. Yes. Okay, this is something on my master menu. This is in column A, in an odd numbered row, in row 1, in row 3. No. Okay. So, row 1 is portals, negative portals. A connection to Shittsville, USA. It's connection to something you don't want at the very least. So this is a dimensional spiral portal. No, this is a seal 'em up portal. Okay, we're just going to go with that. Easy peasy. This is in column A, column B. Yes. In an odd numbered row? Yes. In row 1, 3, 5. This one resonates as a rage magic portal. Dun dun dun. Okay, so it's safe and appropriate to seal this up for this dark chick. Okay, is this also affecting Coop? Okay, so it's safe and appropriate from the light to seal this up for both of you. Yes, give me a moment. All right, have we successfully sealed up this portal, this rage magic portal for both you and the dark chick? Look at the dark chick coming this fall. Okay, all right, so she comes from the light, comes from the light, comes from the light. Yep, so we're complete with her. We sure are. My name is Colleen. Okay. All right. So that being said, let's just fix this broken prison already and get out of here. And maybe I'll work on my book today, please. Although I tend to get a little knocked out from doing my show. I get
Yeah.
knocked out from doing energy work. So, and then it's kind of hard for me to do anything else. Poor me. Okay. So is there something energetic we can clean up regarding this broken prison for anybody watching now or in the future? Yes. Okay. Is there indeed a vow to look at? Yes, there is. Let's just jump to it. Okay. So there is a vow that's keeping some of us in this broken prison. Yes. This is a personal vow. Yes. An inherited vow. No. Okay, this personal vow is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. No. In row 2, 4, 6. Yes. And that resonates as a vow of servitude. Okay. This vow of servitude is ready to be released or cleared for anybody who needs it watching now or in the future to get us out of this broken prison. Yes, this is safe and appropriate from the light. Are we ready? We are. Okay, give me a moment. Okay. All right. So have we successfully cleared this vow for whoever needs it of servitude? Yes. Okay. Is there more to clean up in this broken prison? Yes. This is in column A on my master menu. Yes. This is in an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1. Yes. Row 3. Row 3. No. Okay. So another portal. So this is a dimensional spiral portal. No, this is a seal 'em up portal. Yes. This is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. No. In row 2, 4. Okay. 1 moment. Okay, a dimensional portal. Okay. Do we need any details on this? No. It's safe and appropriate to seal this portal up now for whoever needs it to get us out of this broken prison. Yep. Give me a moment. All right, we successfully sealed up this dimensional portal for whoever needs it. Yes. Okay. Anything else to clean up? Oh, thank God for this broken prison. Thank you. All right, I've had about enough of this right now. Yeah. Okay. So is this a good place to stop? Okay, it is. All right. So thank you for watching. Whether you're watching now or in the future, I appreciate you. I love you. Please let me know if I can be of any service to you. If you have my phone number, if you're a client or a friend, feel free to text me. Otherwise, you can go to Energy Healing with Colleen and you can sign up for a session or you can send me a message. Anyway, and Coop, you have, I believe, you have a quote for us today.
I don't.
I just want to say to anybody.
I sat here all week. I tidied up last night, and now I can't find where to put my pad of paper.
Oh, well, that's quite all right. Well, that'll be a cliffhanger till next time. But I did indeed check in with Coop on Saturday And you
I
said
said
you had it
I
locked
had
and
it locked
loaded.
and loaded. I'd said that's my exact quote. I was ready to shoot it. There wasn't. It sat right here the whole freaking week until I just threw it. And it's like, oh shit! Then I don't know where I put it. That was a lot.
Well,
Get my shit together. I don't know where I put it.
hey, I get it, and you are excused. Don't worry. Maybe next time.
But
But who is it by? Is it Joseph Campbell?
yeah, yeah.
Cool. Well,
But when the Grill Knights start their quest, they went out into the forest where there were no paths. They thought it would be kind of shameful to go, down someone else's path. So that's kind of the metaphor for our lives is if you can see the path that you're on, you're probably on the wrong path because you should be blazing your own path. Other people's
I
paths
like
aren't for
that.
you. Something like that.
Well, I know I'm doing that. It's not always easy, but I love doing my own thing. As a chiropractor, I was not nearly as confident as I am about energy work, like not even close. And I remember being in my little office in Sacramento by myself and just like, can somebody just tell me exactly what to do in every situation? And now it's like vomit. Like, don't fucking tell me what to do. No. Unless I ask you, then sure. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, and Yada, thank you, God, to all the chiropractors out there helping people feel better naturally, and especially Dr. Shannon and my husband Dave. Anyway, blah blah blah. Thank you, Coop, for being here. I
Yeah,
love
thank you.
you, and I
I
really
didn't I'm
appreciate.
smiling today, but I'm smiling. So thank you.
Yeah, I feel better
Yeah,
than before we
I
started
always
and
do. Yeah.
commiserated for a second. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. I love you, and let me know if I can be of assistance to you. See you
All right,
next
buddy.
week, and rest in peace, Matthew Perry. So, oh, and we'll sign out using my beautiful theme song, and we'll see how I time it this time. Anyway, bye.
You are magic, magic.